Let's get one thing straight. If you're a millennial man, especially a geeky one who still lives at home, basking in the warm glow of nostalgia, you legally have to watch all 4 live-action Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. The first movie dropped in 2007, right at the tail end of your childhood when you were trying to decide if you were too cool for cartoons. Spoiler, you weren't. This wasn't just a reboot, it was a cultural reset. Jason Lee as Dave Seville, iconic. CGI chipmunks singing actual bangers, unstoppable. If you didn't have Bad Day or Witch Doctor on your early iPod, were you even living? But the journey didn't stop there. The sequels, The Squeakquel, Chipwrecked, and The Road Chip took things to unimaginable heights. The introduction of the Chipettes, Game Changer, a tropical island adventure, Move Over Lost, a road trip that somehow involves kidnapping and hot air balloons, cinema at its peak. Hey there, Earthlings! Are you tired of boring old democracy? Wishing someone would finally step up and really innovate global leadership? Well, great news! Elongated Muskrat just bought the entire planet. That's right, every continent, ocean, and mountain peak is now officially an Edison accessory. But don't worry, this is totally not the dystopian billionaire power grab that everyone said William Gatekeeper would do. Nope, unlike those Gatekeeper conspiracy theories, Alonga's plan is 100% legit because he's doing it for humanity, duh. Sure, William Gatekeeper was allegedly going to microchip us all, but Alonga's plan is way cooler. Neurastink implants that let you tweet directly from your brain. Who needs freedom when you've got 280 characters of pure, unfiltered genius? He's solving climate change by owning it. Why worry about global warming when the guy who sells flamethrowers also controls all the carbon? Think of it as a giant Monopoly game, except the board is Earth, and you're the thimble. Now your only escape plan. Alonga doesn't just want to lead Earth, he's got Mars on lock too. If you don't like his new one planet, one leader policy, you can always book a one-way trip to the Red Planet. Just make sure you can afford the premium oxygen package. The official state vehicle of Earth. Every citizen will receive a complimentary terms and conditions apply, only available to those with a $100,000 deposit and excellent credit. So let's all give a warm, approved thank you non-binary caretaker Alonga for finally uniting us under one visionary leader. After all, who needs pesky elections or borders when we can just vibe in the metaverse while elongated muskrat solves all our problems with memes and rocket science? Here's the thing, these movies aren't just about chipmunks with pitch-shifted voices. They're about you. You, who grew up in the golden era of Pepsi Blue and GameCube marathons. You, who still hums along to all the small things but gets weirdly emotional when you hear, "We're the Chipmunks." This franchise is a mirror of your early 2000s boyhood. It's chaotic, awkward, and sometimes a little cringe, but always unapologetically fun. And isn't that what being geeky is all about? Listen, if you're still crashing in your childhood bedroom, surrounded by Funko Pops and an unfinished Lego Star Wars set, watching Alvin and the Chipmunks is your duty. It's the cinematic equivalent of grabbing a Capri Sun and embracing your roots. So grab some popcorn, cue up the Chipmunk saga, and prepare to rediscover the joy of a simpler time. When your biggest concern was whether Alvin would get his act together. He wouldn't, but that's why we love him. Now, Alvin and the Chipmunks is my least favorite cartoon, but there are others that are much worse, like Drawn Together, Big Mouth, The Nut Shack, Glenn Martin DDS, and Bill Cosby's Fatherhood. Alvin is lucky that most of these are either so gross or trashy, but I still won't forgive that NFL on Fox cameo from 15 years ago. The Terminator Salvation one looks like Super Smash Bros. By comparison. These are my original opinions, not regurgitated YouTube content reviewers' opinions for years. Also, if you're born male and under 6 feet and/or outside of a healthy weight range, YouTube will always recommend awesome channels ranging from Saberspark to Penguin Zero to Andrew Tate. We totally hate trans people for the same reasons as other queer people, and not because it's about losing control of an entire population of young people that we see ourselves in and want to be succeeded by. Just be a man-baby incel who only consumes what we tell you to, and we might consider you okay because, in the words of Dave Seville himself, Alvin!
Gas, don't offer me any because I'm not a dumbass. I remember back in my days, kids used to puff, puff, pass. Nowadays, these kids grab those whippets and huff, huff, pass. Yes, it might be euphoric and feels great for the mind, but I'd rather smoke crack and